You're listening to The Coach Show with Coach Banks, Coach Swanson, Coach Kozlerich, and Coach Doherty on the Coaching Culture and Athletics Radio Broadcast Network. Sit back and enjoy the show. The views and opinions discussed in this podcast are not necessarily the opinion of the host or the Coach Show on the Coaching Culture and Athletics Radio Broadcast Network. Let's get it done.
All right. I really think I need to work on that fade in, fade out thing, this, that, and the other. But hey, I want to welcome everybody. You're listening to the Saturday morning edition of the Coach Show on the CCA Broadcast Network. Today's show is sponsored by the book, The Mad Culture Present in Athletics. It's written by Charles Banks. Be sure to check us out on all facets. You can listen to us at iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google. I think about 15 to 16 other facets as well, or you can join us here via Facebook and check us out. Looking to become a sponsor of a growing organization or interested in joining our podcast team? Email us at coachingcultureandathletics@gmail.com or message us via Twitter at CCA Culture or on Facebook, Coaching Culture and Athletics. Again, I want to welcome. There's a lot at stake. Obviously, because this is kind of Championship Saturday when you look at wrestling, and that's where we're going to start things here this afternoon. And first off, I want to give congratulations to all the local coaches, all the local athletes that have advanced into state to begin with, because that is a huge honor and it is very tough. Anytime you're talking about wrestling. By the way, it's just me. You're not going to see my beautiful face today. Coach Doherty, he's up there at the well, as we speak, and he's going to be battling. He's got one that's going today that's going to vie and try to push, to at least a fifth place, on the stand, or if not a third place, and that's Diego Lozano. Want to give a special shout out to him. I had him in class. You talk about a great kid. You talk about a kid that's battled through adversity, this, that, and the other. And if you look at his trek, through the state tournament, Diego had to face C.J. Stillman. And, Diego had some issues, lost that match 6-0, and then came right back. He came storming back. He would pin Gomez in 1 minute, and then his next match he would pin Hudson in 33 seconds. And this sets up the rematch with Stillman, and I'm excited to see how that's going to shape up. If Lozano wins this match, folks, he's going to be going for third place in the state. If not, he'll be going for fifth and sixth. And hopefully we can get Lozano on in the next week or so. But hats off. The 3A 220 bracket it's set, and you know what? Diego is ready for this rematch. I am quite certain. Coach Doherty, Coach Smith, I'm sure, are very excited, about that Fort Madison Bloodhound wrestler. And I wanted to start out with him real quick. Now we're gonna jump to 2A, and there's this is my Centerville connection. Those of you that don't know, I did spend quite a bit of time in the CHS coaching realm, as well as as a teacher within an organization. That's where I grew up. But we're going to check it. Centerville has 3 finalists this go round. The first weight class is the 2A 126-pound weight class, and we have Matthew Lewis. Matthew Lewis is a junior, but he is set up to go for his 3rd title. So Matthew Lewis has the chance, to be a 4-time state champ. Obviously, it's one match at a time. But this young man, it could be the second 4-time state champ in Centerville history. And he won a tough, hard-fought match against Beck from Grinnell. And, it was very similar. I got to watch this last night on video. It was a very similar match, to what Matthew Lewis saw in the district final, and he was able to win this match 3-2. He's going to face Weber from Independence. Weber is let's see, I got to think here, 48, 49. Yeah, Weber is 49-3. It looks like. He's from Independence. He's a sophomore. Looks like he's the number 2 seed. He's going to be facing Matthew Lewis, the number 1 seed in this matchup, 2A 126. At 132. We have another Centerville wrestler, and it was like fast and furious. And hats off. This is a young man that's related to one of our own, Michael Kozarich, one of our podcasters within the CCA broadcast network. So shout out to Michael. I'm sure Michael's going to be up there. He's going to be watching this one. This one, you talk about a hungry wrestler. You talk about a wrestler, that's determined. He's already placed 3 times. Never made the finals, but this year he's made it. Brad Irwin, I had him on the podcast here a few weeks back. I saw a few tweets that he put out to Kozarich as he gets ready to wrestle in the finals. He won a 3-2 decision against Hatton at Winterset. My goodness, Hatton was undefeated going into this match, and Kozarich, Caden was able to pull through and battle through that adversity, and he would decision his kid 3-2. He's got Laban. I believe, I'm sure I mispronounced it. I probably sound like the Harry Carey, you know what I mean? I have to throw that out there. Anyway, Laban is he's a senior. Looks like, he would upset the number 1 or number 2 seed. I think Caden was the number 2 seed in this bracket. Caden's got his work cut out for him, but you know what? That kid has, he's a hard-nosed kid, and he's going to work through that. So that's the second finalist, and that's at 132. Perhaps the most intriguing, Kozarich is very intriguing, and so is a 3-time state champ. But this one's pretty intriguing because we have, Genabana, and I hope I pronunciated his name correctly. He's back to the finals for the 3rd straight year. He finished second, 2 straight years. And this kid here has battled just a hardened warrior. He bumped way up to this 138-pound weight class, and he's going to face, he's got a tall order ahead of him. He's going to face undefeated Jalen Stroop of Wilton. And this one ought to be a dandy. Genabana advanced with a 4-3 victory as well against another kid from Winterset. And I believe before wrestlebacks today, or before the final round, when you look at that aspect, they were in second place. I'm sure they've dropped since, but that's going to be a pretty exciting match. Genabana against an undefeated Schroep. That's that. Yeah, it doesn't get any better than this, in my opinion. Now we're going to traverse and we're going to go to the realm of girls basketball. First off, special, hats off and shout out to the Van Buren Warriors as they defeated the Meepo Bullets and did it in strong fashion. It was kind of funny because I tweeted out, that this was going to be a real barn burner. It was not. Van Buren's defense, their ability to score enough points to put this away, puts them in the state tournament. So congratulations to Van Buren and the entire Van Buren community. Now to the Central League component. We're looking at this Class 3 Region 7. I had Coach Lane Wyrather of the Lady Hawks on here about a week ago or so, and we talked about this. I have since talked to Lane. I mean, just within passing and emails such as that. I did not want to disrupt his preparation for this matchup against 21-2 Des Moines Christian this evening. Central Lee is going to go into that matchup at 16-7. You look at the bracket, Des Moines Christian's kind of, they've rolled along. They defeated Sadale 60-34 and then ended up defeating my former team, the Centerville Redettes 58-43. Got a chance to watch that. Shout out to Coach Nick Baloma. You had a great season. I know he's excited about, things to come. In Centerville sports as well. But you look at the bottom side of this bracket, West Burlington, They trounced I would say a decent Davis County team, 77-31. They came into this matchup. Central Lee won 66-31. So it kind of it had that very similar vibe when it came to this this matchup, this intriguing matchup that happened this past week. And Central Lee, Maya Mershman, the entire group, there are so many great athletes on that squad. And the Watkins girl, she's improved a ton. Senior Kaylin Summers, and I'll give her a shout out because she had a lot of block steals and she really worked hard there. And there are so many others, that just play. They play so hard, and I'm so proud, of all their hard work and determination. Let's see here. I want to make sure that I dig this out because I kind of want to look at the quick stats when it comes to this matchup that's coming up this evening, and I want to make sure Sanders knocked down some 3 points in that West Burlington game. I don't want to leave anybody out on that roster, and obviously the freshman. This freshman, with Central Lee has definitely, shown some great pride and resource, and she's worked so hard. And this group, I tell you what, this is not a unwinnable ball game. This is going to be a good ball game tonight. And people at Des Moines Christian, they can say whatever they want, but I really foresee Central Lee making this a very, very difficult ball game to get past. I tell you what, you circle it. It's definitely a very tough road. If I sound like I don't mean to be. I feel like I'm like stuttering or something. So I apologize with that. So give me just a quick minute to get here. I don't know why it's quick stats is being a kind of a bummer today. I don't get it. But that happens. Freshman Michaela Morrison, she's a 5'6" guard. Tell you what, she's grown up a lot this year. Just going through this roster. Daly Brisby, you want to talk about a gal that gets dirty and gets on the floor and goes after those loose balls. And I think I mentioned the other gals that are involved in that. So I just want to say good luck tonight. You're facing a 21-2 Des Moines Christian Ball Club. But hey, you know what? Eyes on the prize. Work hard and get it done. This game starts at 5 p.m. Yours truly will be there along with the entire Central Lee community. So be sure to check it out. It's at Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont Schools. Again, starts at 5 p.m. We want to fill the gym. So be sure to check that out. Lots of things. We got the finals wrestling this evening and girls basketball. So it's going to be, I don't know. Christmas is a wonderful time, but for me, this is one of the most wonderful times of the year, when it comes to that. And again, that's all I have this morning. But, again, if you're looking to become a sponsor of a growing organization or interested in joining our podcast team, email us at coachingcultureandathletics@gmail.com. That's coachingcultureandathletics@gmail.com, or message us via Twitter at CCA Culture, or on Facebook, Coaching Culture in Athletics. And you know what? If you don't catch us live, check us out on all of our formats, iHeartRadio, iTunes, and many, many, many others. So be sure to check that out. Again, today's Saturday morning coach show is sponsored by the Mad Culture President in Athletics, written by author Charles Banks, which is myself. And we're working hard, folks. We're working hard to getting you quality radio as it comes up. There will not be a coaching or CCA broadcast Sunday night. We're taking this weekend off, obviously, for a lot of reasons. You got Coach Bryant working hard tonight with Coach Y, and his wife, Nadine. And you got Coach Doherty up north. And Coach Kosrich is following that that nephew of his. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so that's it. Check us out. Be sure to follow us. We'll talk soon.